Welcome to the channel. My name is Magda Marslin, and today we are going to be cooking. We are going to be making something very simple. So today we're going to make tuna macaroni salad with the sweet peas. So what I have here for you, I have the macaronis, you have the elbow, and you have the rotini. I see sparrow ones. Yeah, you have that. So let's look at the ingredient. We have the sweet peas, not a lot because I'm not planning on making a lot. We have the mayo. We have 2 eggs that we'll be using. We have this is right here is the onion, and this is an all-purpose seasoning, and I have black pepper, and I have some cayenne pepper, and then over here I have some parsley with onion and green and red peppers. And I also have a can of tuna. If you go in the section and you'll find these, they have the tunas with the vegetables already in it. And I have the other tuna with the vegetable oil. So I have my stove that you guys saw that I picked up this stove from Amazon. It has 2 plates. So we're gonna start boiling the pasta. I believe I'm gonna be using the sparrow. Okay guys, I'm gonna use the sparrow ones. I'm gonna be boiling it, and then we'll show you the rest. Guys, I really never did a product review on this stove here. I think I should have. Those of you who are purchasing this and you want to use it, the only thing I can tell you, if you want to cook something really fast, this would not be the stove for you, because the water has been boiling now for about, let me see, about 5 minutes. It takes a while for it to boil. So that's the water I'm boiling, and I'm gonna put the pasta. And do not forget to boil your eggs. So I'm gonna boil that separately. But if you have a nice big pot, so you see my pot is quite small, so I'm just gonna do the pasta there. So I think the best way to cook the pasta is to let the water boil first and then put your pasta in there. So we'll be doing the other ingredients. We'll be frying it together, and then we're gonna mix it up. So just wait and see. Okay guys, another thing, you see that little red light where it shows the red light? It shows the red light here. One thing, when it gets really too hot, I notice the red light turns off. So I don't know if it's a problem, if it's this, but this little stove right here, I don't really love it. I don't love it at all, because it doesn't do the job. I may have to purchase another one so I can do the cooking. Enough with the talking. So what I'm gonna do, I don't usually measure, but today I'm measuring. So I'm gonna use this, I believe, yeah, I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna pour the whole thing into the water. Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna let the pasta boil. I have a little cover. So then we'll come back and see that light, it keeps going off and on. I hope it's not gonna stop cooking. Guys, I had to come back. You all know the peas has to be cooked. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the peas in the pasta. It's not gonna cook too much, but I'm gonna put the peas in the pasta. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting the peas in the pasta. So we'll let the pasta and the peas cook. As I'm telling you this, the stove is acting up. It keeps turning off and on. You see the 2 eggs. The 2 eggs are being boiled. I have the eggs boiling, guys. Meantime, guys, the macaroni and the peas are boiling. That's what's happening here. Prepare to put your other ingredients, you know, these things here, the tuna and the peas and the onion and the other onion and all these things. We're gonna be sauteing it. That's what we're gonna be doing. So as you all know already, these two items here have oil in it. You know it came with the oil, so I'm not gonna be using any other oil. So I'm gonna put these first so that I can have the oil. Put this first. Put the two tunas. Put the two tunas in there. And then we're gonna add these other items, the onion and the peppers and all of that. That's what we're gonna add. And like I said to you, this stove, I give it a 3. I wouldn't purchase it anymore. If you are someone who likes to cook quite fast, this is not the stove for me. This is definitely not the stove for me. It takes too long to cook. So that's what I have here. Okay, and I'm gonna put the other ingredient. I'm gonna put the onion powder. I'm gonna put the black pepper. Not too much black pepper. It looks like a whole lot, but not too much. It's up to you. And I'm gonna put the cayenne pepper, yes, and the all seasoning, yes. So you got this. That's the secret to making the tuna macaroni salad tasty. That's the secret. You gotta cook the tuna first, and then you're gonna let it sit for a few. It's up to you if you like to put a little celery in it, but definitely try it the way I showed you and let it cook. We're gonna let it cook a little bit, and then we're gonna go with we're gonna deal with the pasta. Remember, if I told you guys about this packet here, I'm just gonna put just a little bit of it, just a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay, preparing to drain the pasta. I'm going to drain the pasta. We're draining the pasta. Okay guys, that's how we drain it, and we're gonna let it sit there and cool off a little bit. Everything needs to be cooled off, because remember, we're gonna use the mayo, and when we put the mayo, we cannot have it too hot. The pasta that's draining, cooling off, and I also put the eggs in cold water so that I can, you know, you're gonna be doing the mix and you need to have these things cold. You can't use it too hot because of the mayo, like I mentioned before. This thing that I prepared, that's what's gonna give the tuna salad the taste. So that one is cooling off also. Guys, I forgot one thing to mention. So I cut up my eggs and I cut them in small pieces, and then I'm gonna add some lime juice in it, just a little lime juice in it, because just a little bit, and I'm gonna mix it up. You can cut them smaller, but I'm always in a rush, so it's cut. It has the celery. I put a little celery, always put a little celery. So now I have this here. I'm gonna add the mayo with that. So we're gonna add some mayo in there, guys. We're gonna add some mayo. I'm gonna use the whole thing. So that's why I'm using that same utensil, right? We're gonna add the mayo. Sorry, remember, I'm not cooking a lot. I'm not making a lot. Yeah, so you take the mayo and then you're gonna mix it up. It's almost like you're making like an egg salad. One of these days I'll make an egg salad and you'll see. Okay, it's similar to it. So that's one paste that's ready, right? But we still have this here that we're gonna mix up together. It's gonna be so good. Okay, guys. I'm gonna be transferring the pasta. I'm gonna put the pasta in this. Guys, I was recording. I figured, I think something went wrong. I took the pasta and I put it in there, and I take the stuff that was in here and mix it up really well. So if you don't see it, it's like a cut from the video. So you mix up all the stuff together that you got, and then you're gonna take this thing here, the mayo mix that you had, and you're gonna put it in. You're gonna put that in there so that you can do the rest of the mixing. If you do this like me, it will taste so delicious. Actually, they have the recipe. It might not be like mine, but you know, you gotta add your own little style into this cooking. Cooking is about you finding your taste. Okay, it's about you finding your taste. But all I can say throughout this process of using this stove, so that you can start mixing this thing together, guys, unfortunately I was rudely interrupted. But we're gonna do this. You mix it up. You see how nice it looks, guys? See how nice it's looking? So we're gonna look at it in a few minutes and see the whole preparation. Okay, here's the pasta. It's all done, and I hope that you will enjoy it. I know it's tasty. It's really good. So that's the pasta, and hope that you enjoy it. J'aime faire vidéo côté m'pa montrer manger à l'aime fin faire parce que li pas tap nice si m'ta fait manger et puis m'pa manger le devant nous. So mais manger meni et puis m'a goûter. Je dis I'm pas tellement un gros bol non, guys. C'est vraiment bon. Vraiment bon. I'm finished. C'est un plaisir pour me te gagner nous là. N'a pas dans l'autre vidéo. Moi, je vous en pile. Bye bye.